All right, this one's going to be kind of late. Couldn't decide whether or not I was going to do something for this, but we're about to say goodbye to one of the best crime dramas in my lifetime. So how could I not? Boy, what a ride. What a ride this has been, yo. Very clear connections in the last few episodes. I didn't do every episode this season. Time restraints, scheduling, but I've been keeping up. I'm a day one Better Call Saul fan. This has been great. So we are in full blown Saul Goodman mode right now. Lots of shit happened. Lots of shit. Uh, Lalo killed Howard. Then Gus killed Lalo. Kim left Jimmy, and that sent him over the edge, which I thought was kind of corny. I'm sorry, but I always thought it was going to be something of a psychological episode. You know what I mean? That would just send him into full blown Saul on some Mark Spector type shit. I don't know. But Kim leaving Jimmy is what sent him over the edge. And that's kind of cliche. But it's a long story with those two. It was a very, very long story they told between Jimmy and Kim. It's not like it happened arbitrarily. No. It was a long time coming, and Howard was the straw that broke the camel's back. So now we got Saul looking at the divorce papers. Yeah. And it's cool how Saul functions, though. I will give him this much. He knows how to push shit down, like compartmentalize. That's how he functions as Saul now, because he pushes all that trauma down by burying all that trauma in his work. Like he Saul Goodman 24/7 to avoid all of that trauma. And these divorce papers just bringing shit back. And I read Vince Gilligan is in the process of another show, but it's not going to be Breaking Bad related. Probably check it out. And here we got Kim in Florida living a very boring life. So the first 30 minutes of the episode are, well, with the exception of one scene, but we'll get to that. She got the jean skirt with the white Vans or something. Remarried. Okay, so they're hosting a cookout, and she's trying to put the potato salad together. They didn't have regular mayonnaise at the store, so this is in there debating over whether or not to use Miracle Whip in potato salad. That's kind of funny. This is the life she lives now, dude. Yup. Like the Mesa Verde commercial. When Jimmy tried to smear their name. Wonder if the puzzle was some sort of Easter egg or foreshadowing.
Jeez, what a boring episode.
I mean, she's laying low. Kind of defeats the purpose of going off the grid. I don't think they can make working at a sprinkler company look exciting. What gets me is that she didn't change her name. Yeah, Kim knows how to lay low, man. Not a whole lot of words being spoken. Upbeat attitude. Upbeat but not loud. Just very regular. Like, she's low but not so low that it looks like something's up with her. And all things considered, thumbs up. For the performance, yeah, thumbs up. This big girl's man got her an exercise bike for her birthday. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, he's trying to help you out. Like, it's not about being happy with how you look. It's, oh, wow. Because women take that wrong. You got to be careful, but women take that wrong. It's not like he's calling you fat. He loves you. He's trying to help you. Wow. So we get Kim's side of the phone call. Why was she shocked? Victor St. Clair. You know any other Victor St. Clairs who know you by name? I don't think you're supposed to be reaching out, man, when y'all are supposed to be off the grid. He needed closure. He needed closure. Because she asked about him. He really shouldn't be calling her. He's making it as a scammer right now. Hitting licks off identity theft with Jeff and Buddy. Everybody's dead at this point. Everybody between these two shows are gone. Except Jesse. That's it. Well, Skylar made it out. Skylar took a deal. But what happened to their son? He's a kid. He's probably still in school, dealing with everything.
Kim.
I'm glad you're alive.
Wow. And that's when he tore up the phone booth. The big girl saw that cake coming. Parallels. The episode where Walt told Skyler that he was leaving Albuquerque on business, but he was really going out to the desert to cook meth with Jesse. And then you've got the Alaska Easter egg right there. Oh, this got me. Oh, this one got me. Mike's booth. Mike's booth. Saying goodbye. All the callbacks, all the characters we lost between both shows. Wow. So well done, man. We've come so far. Yeah, she went to go see Cheryl. Man, dude. I mean, I really wish she hadn't done what she did, but I've never even been close to a situation like this before. Sure, I'd feel guilty, but filing an affidavit? Oh, I just don't know about that, man. Everything. The whole conflict with HHM, Sandpiper, the Salamancas. Drop the Salamancas in there, dude. I mean, they're all dead at this point, though. So I'm not worried about somebody targeting her. Fring is dead. Eladio's dead. Bolsa is dead. Nacho, Hector, the twins, they're all dead. And the thing, all of this wouldn't have happened if Kim would have just took her ass to Santa Fe. Because she hit a lick in Santa Fe. She was on to bigger and better things. But the plan hit a snag. And she didn't want to ditch it. She made that Yui, followed through with the plan, and Howard died because of that shit. You can argue he made a choice, but what would have motivated Howard to make that choice to go confront Jimmy and Kim at their apartment if they hadn't screwed him over? What would have been his motivation? I mean, Jim and Kimmy didn't pull the trigger, but Howard wouldn't have had a reason to show up at their apartment if they hadn't screwed him over. But Mike was on it. Mike and his guys were on it. The place is spick and span, dude. They're not going to find nothing. They painted Howard as a drug addict, and he died. They had planned for a career setback. They had planned for just a career setback, and he would hop back on his feet. But he ended up dead. So now all his colleagues, all his peers, they're only going to know him as a drug addict now. It's all so sad, dude. Yeah, so she might just get away with it just because of a lack of evidence.
I could sue you in civil court. I could take everything you've got.
You better pray that's all she's going to do, man. Because she probably won't go to prison anyway just because of a lack of evidence. If anything at all would cause Kim to get convicted, what would it be? No witnesses other than Saul, and you know he's not going to talk. When he ratted out that shoplifter at the mall, he broke down. He woke up in a hospital bed. It was a shock to his system. He ratted somebody out, but it was just some rando. You think he would rat out his ex-wife? Considering how he acted after that phone call, probably. Big probably. But, yo, right here, though, you can just see it in her face. She regrets the hell out of that decision. Like, she's scared now. She probably sealed her own fate. And we've never seen Kim like this before. And after 30 minutes, we finally catch up with Gene. About to make the decision that could seal his fate. Because he's about to screw over a guy with cancer. But Walt kind of screwed everything up for them. Went and killed Gus. I mean, Gus threatened his family. So, that can't slide. And Walt had the balls. Yep, he gets in, takes the pictures, and he's supposed to leave. I'm actually kind of surprised he was wearing gloves. Yeah, file cabinets are so primitive. That's why everything's on USB drives and shit. Computers with passcodes on them. And those can be broken into. But you gotta have a skill set. You gotta have a skill set for that. Should have did a better job hiding those passwords. Jeff is a fucking trip. But Gene is an even bigger trip. Because all he had to do was leave. Oh my god. It's funny that we're even rooting for him. It's America. We root for the bad guys here. Found some cigars. Which is dumb, because he actually puts one in his mouth. Dumb. Just dumb. Then he fixes himself a drink, takes a sip. That's dumb. Oh, here come the boys. Now, there's really no reason for Jeff to be shook. He's in a taxi, a company car. If they approach him, all he has to do is say, "I'm waiting on a fare." Yeah, Gene getting bold. That's going to do him in. The glass. So they're going to get him for robbery. They might charge him for Howard's murder, since they don't have anybody else to charge. Shoot, they could charge... I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, boy. He's awake. You big fucking dummy. Aw. Not the urn. Nice shot. Nothing to see here, bro. Just sit there. You can't leave, though. If I wasn't waiting on somebody, I would just casually drive away. But not too soon, though, because then you look suspect. But then the crime god smiled upon him. Boy caught a break. Yeah, they'll get him with breaking and entering, theft, and that would have been battery if he hadn't fallen asleep. Ooh. That's the last thing you want to see when you step outside a house that ain't yours. And Jeff is ready to peel out, dude. They didn't even turn their lights on, bro. You're good. Just sit there. And they're arguing over fish tacos. They weren't even paying attention to you. Oh my God. Peeled. I wonder if he did that so Gene could get out. Because he knew he wasn't going to come outside when the cops were sitting there. So I wonder if he was like, man, I need to get out of here so Gene can get out. He's like, I need to cause the distraction so Gene can get out. All right, back in the Breaking Bad timeline now. Kimberly signing the divorce papers. Free woman, yeah, bro. She's a real straight arrow type. Turned down, I don't know, how much was she gonna get in the Sandpiper case? Millions? She turned that down. She filed an affidavit. Her role in all of this stuff, man. Ugh, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a bad person. A man gets murdered in my living room and I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut? Ugh. And here's Emilio, Jesse's original partner at the beginning of Breaking Bad. Yeah, Walt killed him with some kind of smoke bomb he rigged up in the RV. And speaking of Jesse, the camera just slowly panning. Oh, I love how they did that, dude. They didn't make it look cheap at all, man. It was like a slow crawl. This whole series has been a slow crawl. Confirmation, dude. Well, I was about to say it's confirmation that this meeting between these two characters confirms that Kim was in the Breaking Bad timeline, but she was just dealing with Saul. Not Jimmy, Saul. Wow. It's so surreal. Because we've been rooting for both of these characters, man. They gave Jesse a whole movie to end his arc. And Kim, wow, we were so worried about Kim. And we should still be worried about Kim, to be honest. It ain't over. Combo gets the name drop. She represented Combo. Like behind the scenes. We never saw her. I mean, it goes to show you that they probably didn't plan on doing this series after Breaking Bad. Otherwise, they would have had everybody come right back.
This guy, any good?
When I knew him, he was.
When I knew him, he was. Back to the post-Breaking Bad timeline. Gene got out, and now he's catching the bus. Meanwhile, Jeffy's in booking. I mean, he made it so you could escape. So you got to bail him out. But of course he's not going to go to the precinct himself. Just going to plop stolen merchandise right on the counter. See, he lets a little bit of the booze drip on the table. Earlier, he was a little neater when it came to that. So that's just a sign that he's getting sloppy. I wonder what he had up his sleeve. Well, we'll never know. He just brought up Albuquerque arbitrarily. Kind of dry snitched on himself. Well, no, because Jeff's been in trouble in Albuquerque before. The thing is, how does Gene know how they do things in Albuquerque? And that occurred to Marion. And you gotta wonder if Jeff intended on getting Marion a computer for the sake of looking into Gene if push came to shove. I know somebody on Facebook called that. She's gonna use the internet and look into that motherfucker, and that's gonna be it. The hell are you listening to? But music is symbolic in this show. It's music that I would never listen to, but there's foreshadowing in it. Some of it is a bit foreboding, even though it's, upbeat. It's like there's clues in every facet of this show. And we just took her for this naive old lady who liked to look at cat videos. That's what we took her for. And now the shit has hit the fan again. I wonder if anybody's got all the Gene scenes laced together from beginning to end. I would like to see the whole Gene saga in one fell swoop. Oh, here's where shit gets dark. This guy, whoa, you need to relax, buddy. Little old lady scared for her life right now. It's just scary shit, dude. Like, Saul has never been scary until just now.
There's a criminal standing in my kitchen threatening me. He's a wanted man, and his name is Saul Goodman.
Oof. And he's running. He's going to try to call Ed, and he's not going to be there. Because I think the death of the actor who plays him, Forrester, the actor who played him passed away. And I think they're going to keep that consistent with the character he played, Ed. He's going to call. He's not going to be there. Or someone else entirely is going to pick up the phone. Like the phone number isn't going to be for the vacuum shop anymore. This is an awesome show. Anybody who watches this will tell you this is an awesome series. Hate to see it go.